Hey, welcome back. I'm Chi Chi and this is Fantasy Budgets. Here for another great cash stuffing video. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you guys all had a wonderful week last week and you got everything accomplished that you needed to. Well, it's time to start a new week. Here we are, preparing for this upcoming Monday. Let's see. Thought I'd come in and say hello, catch up with you guys, and do our budget for this past paycheck. So this was paycheck number 2 for March. Paycheck number 1, we just did digitally. Wasn't anything really to film, so we just put some cash stuffings out there for you guys last time. So this time we are going to go ahead and budget this past paycheck. I've got everything down, so let's go ahead and get started. I am starting basically a new method. If you guys watched a couple of videos back, I showed you guys, and here's my March spread. I showed you guys how I basically break down my budget, and I break it down per week, how much I need to be pulling out of each check for myself and basically for my husband. Luckily, we both get paid on the same days, but I get paid bi-weekly. He gets paid weekly. So on my checks bi-weekly, of course, they're going to be bigger because they're including 2 checks. His, are smaller, but he technically gets paid way more than I do, but he gets paid weekly. So therefore, it is what it is. So I usually take a small amount and I determine how much it is that I need to pay per week to come up with the amount that we pay, so that all bills are coming out of the check and fully funded by the time that they are due. Right now, majority of my bills I have set up so that we can pay them all by the end of the month, so that we have all of the funds. That's including rent, power insurance, phones, what have you. Some of these bills magically just fell like that, where they're due like anywhere from the 26th to the 30th. Others, I am moving to that bracket so that they're due right then and there. So, with that being said, I will be working on a couple more bills, getting them to that schedule, and then you guys are going to see me basically budgeting every week like I usually do. And then at the end, we'll pull those funds for the bank. I'm probably going to have that fully set up by the beginning of April. It usually takes them like a billing cycle to get everything aligned correctly. So can't wait for that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Today's going to be kind of a mixed medium because we do have our cash here and we actually still have some funds in the bank. We did have a sickness going through our house. Everyone got strep, fevers, the whole 9. So not much bank activity was able to be done. So we have basically all of the cash already on hand. It's just going to be, as we look here at some of these totals, it's $59. That's still going to be in a bank. We had rollover $74. I could take that and use it in savings challenges, but with the sickness and a couple call-ins that we had to do because of illness, I would rather take that and add that back to our bill money. Paycheck, what we have left for that for bills is going to be $780 for this week, and here's everything we're going to pay there. Now, I do have some extra things here that will not come out of the paycheck, but we will talk about that when it's time. So I'm going to go ahead and slide Kuromi over, and we'll slide our book there, and we'll come in and pull this. So we are going to take the money out of here. Now, I do have money in here. We are going to take this out and we are going to repurpose it. And we're going to set this aside. You'll see why at the end of the video. We've got a few things that we got to do with our folders. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and start up here. So for rent, we are going to go ahead and stuff $195. Oops, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. I'm so excited for this video. Couldn't wait to see you guys. I forgot to count the money. So let's go ahead and do that. I know in total with the money in the bank, it's going to be like $913. So let's see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40. So we have 5, 40, and 20s. Let's go ahead and grab our handy dandy calculator. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 290 and tens. Oops, I put 29. Eee. What was that? 540? There we go, 540 and 290. 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus we have our $59. I'm missing cash somewhere. Huh. Okay, so let's go ahead and count this. This is 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 8500, 20, 40. So that's 540. Let's go ahead and get that back there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's $290. Uh-oh, I made a boo-boo. So we know we have 540 plus 290. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. We have 20 and 5s. And 1, 2, 3, 4. $4 and 1s. That makes it $854. Then remember we have the $59 over there and the bank already, so that's $913 in one of our accounts. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. We've got all of our cash together. Let's see. We'll go ahead and move that out of the way. And we'll go ahead and start with rent. There's nothing better than knowing that you have your rent, mortgage, everything already handled, paid, saved away, what have you. You know, gotta prepare. I find that if you take a little bit out every paycheck, it doesn't seem like you're missing your whole paycheck when you go to pay it. Because let me tell you, grabbing like an X amount of money, a large sum of money out of one paycheck to pay your rent is crippling. It feels bad. That was one of the reasons I'm like, there's gotta be a way. Can I just save per paycheck, you know, and bring it up to what I need? You know, these are things that aren't regularly taught as, you know, you're young, you know, to save for certain things, but you don't know, well, maybe if I take a little bit out of each paycheck towards this, or for rent, towards food, towards power, lights, you know, I won't feel as broke as, you know, um, is when you take a large sum out of your paycheck. You feel more accomplished. You feel more dignified, more like you're able to survive, like you're actually making a dent in your bills, your debts, your things like that, because you're seeing you're putting this money aside and you've got everything, not only all the money by the time it's due, but it's on time. You're not having to scramble. You're not like, okay, well, I get paid 3 days, 4 days after rent or a week after rent. I'll have to make it up then. It's just a better feeling all the way around. Let's see. So we would need 195. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we have 180 there. This is going to be 190 and 5. Let's make sure. 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. So we've got our 195 there. I can remember when I was young and we were paying bills, um, just thought that, hey, this is the way life goes. You're supposed to pay it when you get your check. You just take the lump sums out, and that's how you do it. No one ever sat me down and said, hey, let's go ahead and budget you out. This is how you should be paying this. No one ever said that, so I just thought that's what you did. You flip between what checks you did, and by the end of the night, you're kind of broke. You don't have money for a soda pop or anything else. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had no money, my bills were paid, and I was okay. I'd rather be no money and bills paid and feel relaxed than money bills not paid and looking like, well, what am I going to do? Let's see, 2035, and this is going to go towards our insurance. Now, storage, guys, I'm not going to stuff this as of yet. I may go ahead and wait on that. We do have a storage to do the first of the month, but we are considering, since we just moved and we have plenty of room, we are considering getting rid of that. And we are gonna go, let's see, insurance, since we're at it. Sorry, internet, since we are at it. We're gonna put 33 in that. That is, our storage cost us about $120. It just went up by $5, not much, but it's $125 per month. And that's $33 for internet. Truthfully, we could just go ahead and literally save that $100, put it towards bills, put it towards savings challenges, whatever we need to save that money, especially since we are locked into where we're living now for a year. So we do have the extra space, and everything's in bins. Even if we had to put it in a corner of a room, hey, it works. It's saving us money, right? No need to pay that $100 to extra people. So let's see. We are gonna go ahead. Nothing for loans. Power. Power right now is gonna get 25. So far, so good on the power. It's been pretty cheap. We only got our first bill last month. It was $90, but that was a partial bill, and it had only our, beginning saving, our beginning startup costs and just like a few days of the month. It was mainly high because of startup costs. But we just got a new bill, and I think it's only like $149. And I know some of you guys are like, only? There's quite a few people in this house. Let's just go address that one. We're gonna do phone next, and phone is getting 65. But yeah, there are quite a few people in this house. And I'm gonna use tens for this one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's not really bad for, you know, that price at all. I'm actually pretty happy. It's actually much more cost efficient than where we were living. This time of year where we were living was $300 is the normal bill. Anywhere between 300. Also with that company, it just seems like sometimes they just build you whatever they wanted to build you, because we could use less energy 1 month and pay $300, $350, and use more energy than the next month after that, and only pay like $120. We could not figure them out. That was the crazy spot on that one. Okay, so next we have Storm. Storm is gonna get $213. Actually, we're gonna wait on Storm for right now. We'll come back to Storm. Candy, we do not stuff. That, as you guys remember, is my roommate's. He is buying the vehicle from us, so he is going to give us the money for that probably next week, and then we'll stuff it at that point. So that's 20, 40, 50. So there we are. We've got $50 for Aaliyah. And then let's see, subscriptions is getting nothing. I am getting 25. Ooh, I am all out of cash, guys. Give me just one moment. I need to get change. That way we can go ahead and stuff to our heart's content. I have quite a few ones. So what I'm going to do is use some of these ones here to see if we can make some change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Actually, let's go ahead and change that. Yeah. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right there in ones. And let's see if I've got any fives. I try to keep enough change on me so that I can pay everything. Now I try to keep a running change bank for my cash stuffings. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Awesome. That's going to give us 2 5s there. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dollars for me. And that's 20. So that way we have 25. It's been a moment since I've stuffed my own folder. I don't use much money, but I have recently, because I am a gamer / whatever. So I try to save my money for when things come out that I want, or competitions, contests, things like that. So my money usually sits in my binder for a while until I use it. And then I have, regular everyday needs, and that money I put into my cash. This is what I'm saving here. What I need for regular everyday needs, I put into my wallet, which I will probably stop my wallet later. But let's see. Here's 25, 35, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. Let's go one more time. 25, 35, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $59. Not bad. Not bad. Like I said, I don't use much money, but I do, outside of what we do, because mainly all of our needs are met with household budget, food, things of that nature. But it's good to have walking around money and get wants and presents and gifts, things like that. Okay, so we've done that. So let's make sure we've gotten everybody done in our list for our bills. Let's see. We went ahead and we paid rent. We did insurance, phone, Leah. We did power and internet also. Let's see. We did not do Storm. Oh, we've got PBJ. PBJ is the last one we did not do, because this one we technically add to Aaliyah's folder. So we'll put this one in because it's been accounted for. And I know I said I was going to stuff Storm here, but I am thinking we will not. I will figure out what we'll do with Storm. I think I'm going to reroute that stuff to maybe next week. I'll do that one. We'll see. Or I may do an alternative for that. But in the meantime, here we are with this. We have a couple of other things that we need to go ahead and stuff. This is going to be, oh, and we did stuff there, and we stuffed in 25 each. Awesome. We need to go ahead and stuff our gas. So for right now, we can go ahead and put our gas in here. Let's see. I do believe we have a gas folder in here. Usually I've been taking it out and putting them into our, let's see, I'll just put it into utilities. Usually I take gas now and put it into my wallet. So I will probably move this into my actual wallet once. Kind of see which way is open. It's this way. I probably will go ahead and move this into my gas, actual gas folder in my actual wallet once we get there. I'm gonna put that right there because we will need that in a moment. That way we have it there. I stopped stuffing it into there because we use gas. We use gas like it's no tomorrow. We've got a Jeep, so you know, while we do really good because we don't go far ranges or whatnot, we still use quite a bit of gas. So I will move that over. So we have stuffed everything here. What I'm going to do is, instead for this payment here for Storm for the 213, I am instead going to go ahead and put it here for Aldrich Pike for 225. And let me go ahead and get that together. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Last minute thoughts: 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So that's 160 here. 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 25. So we're going to make that just a little bit of an adjustment, just because, you know, last minute, I want to go ahead and get this off. This is a bill that popped out of nowhere, and I want to get it paid off. It started off at $1,400, almost $1,400. And it's been dropped down now to, we were last month at 5. We dropped it from 7 to 5. I pay about $200 and some odd every month. So now we're going to drop this down to the very last payment. So this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 25, 225. So I am going to take this and we are going to bring the bill book back out. And what I'm going to do is I am going to set this in the deposit folder, because this is where all my cash goes. That is going to go to be deposited into the bank. And we've got that set. We'll close that up there. And we will go ahead and mark that down right here. So Aldrich has been paid. We won't have to worry about them for a whole another month, which is what I would rather do. So last money should be for grocery shopping is on the list. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30. We have 130 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 136 plus 59. So we have $195 for groceries. We're only $5 under what we need. It's perfectly fine. So this is going to go to groceries, and I will put that in here shortly. We can move our calculator, and let's see what we've got. Actually, we'll put it under food because I don't think I have an actual groceries tab in here. This food tab right here is technically where I am going to be saving up for my Costco runs. I have another food folder in my actual wallet. It's actually a groceries wallet tab in my wallet. That one is for regular groceries. So we're good there.